back with more Buffy. This is episode 16 of season 4, and oh my fucking god. I am so excited to get into this next episode. Obviously it ended on a big cliffhanger last time. Faith is back, and her and Buffy, I'm assuming they switch bodies, based on, you know, Buffy saying 5 by 5 at the end. Or maybe, you know, Faith has just stolen Buffy's body and Buffy's just, I don't know, flown away somewhere. Her soul's gone, wee. And maybe Eliza Dushku's just going to spend the episode just lying on the floor. Who knows? But I think it's probably going to be a body swap situation. So I'm very, very excited to see how they're going to explore that. And how, if possible, Buffy's going to prove that this has happened to everyone else. So yeah, I'm very, very, very excited to carry on because I love Faith, so I'm really glad that she's back in it. And I can't wait to see how they're going to continue this arc. For all I know, it's going to be another to be continued. Maybe this is a 3-parter, maybe it's a 4-parter, maybe it lasts till the end of the show, I don't know. But I am very excited to find out and see what's going to happen next. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Oh my god. Must be great for the actresses as well to get to swap.
I'm sure there's some big old Bertha just waiting to shower her ripe little self with
Eliza is Buffy, that's
Buffy? Sorry. No, I'm just...
She hasn't been hugged by her mum in a long time.
Fight. Maybe we could spend some time together soon. Some night when I'm not being held hostage by a raving psychotic. Because it's wrong. Because it's wrong. You can't do that. It's wrong. I'll kick your ass. I'm gonna kill you.
Oh.
Give me a sedative now. Hold it.
Says a lot that she has to practice that line.
They don't even know I exist, right? I know all about them, but hey, I just kind of like having something that's just, you know, mine. I am, you know. What? Yours.
I think the subtext is rapidly becoming text.
The Watchers Council. They sent a retrieval team to capture Faith.
Well, yeah, I mean, because it worked so well when Wesley tried it.
This is a special operations unit. They handle the council's trickier jobs, smuggling, interrogation.
Wouldn't be a tricky job if you took her when she was fucking unconscious.
I'm not sure there is a book for this.
Should not even, like, miss her body.
How much you don't like Faith.
Oh, I wish those council guys would let me have an hour alone in the room with her. If I was larger and had grenades.
I bet I know what Faith would say to that.
Oh!
So what you're saying is that everything's fine?
Yes.
Well, I'm glad you called us all here because that information can never be conveyed.
Fuck me, that was fucking cruel.
Well, I just thought it was better to go than please.
My heart fucking stopped there. Jesus. I'm gonna throw up.
We were gonna light a bunch of candles and have sex near them. Well, we certainly don't want to cut into that 7 minutes. Hey.
Oh.
I believe that's my hay. Hey.
Oh, and she knows. And if you're gonna steal a body, why do you do stuff that you just do anyway?
So what have you sawed off?
Okay.
Oh, fine. Throw it in my face. Spike's not a threat anymore. I'll turn. He can't hurt me.
Spike.
Exactly what to keep her there then.
I could ride you at a gallop until your legs buckled and your eyes rolled up. I've got muscles you've never even dreamed of. I could squeeze you until you popped like warm champagne and you begged me to hurt you just a little bit more. And you know why I don't?
Whoa.
Because it's wrong.
I've been thinking.
Oh, fucking hell.
Demon in a human body. You walk in both worlds and belong to neither. I can relate.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like him.
Seems you've been a naughty girl.
Listen to me.
We should have killed you while you were asleep.
Come on. What do you mean?
Oh, it's actually gonna happen.
You're nothing but a disappointment.
And it's not even fucking Buffy. Oh, don't be mean to Tara.
So Willow's not driving stick anymore. Who would have thought? I guess you never really know someone till you've been inside their skin. And Oz is out of the picture? Oh. Never seen two people so much in love. She just couldn't get enough of old Oz.
Oh, come on.
Said he,
What? You're gonna get that sentence out sometime tonight?
Ah! Leave her alone.
Thank you.
Oh.
Yeah. It's cool.
That's how it should feel like, Faith.
so you go over to Riley's.
Fuck.
We always put our affairs in order first, in case of accident. Sorry, Smithy.
Damn, you guys are
She's starting to
no
bother me.
joke.
Getting her across.
You think Buffy's not herself? Like she's been possessed or something?
I'm not sure.
You didn't sense a hyena energy at all, did you? Because hyena possession is just unpleasant.
Oh, Principal Footy.
Do you have anything of hers?
Okay.
It's a passage to the nether realm.
I like that it was Tara who kind of worked it
There's a
out.
ritual. If you can find Buffy there, you should be able to
The
see.
person who didn't even know her.
It'll help her.
It's not like anything that we've ever...
I trust you.
Bet she
Innocent.
fucking does.
So I don't have to worry about Faith showing up.
Yes, you do. She's on your lap.
To meet.
This is
Door's
disturbing.
open.
Well, if you don't want to play,
Right. I don't want to play.
Oh, it doesn't mean that to him. Oh, I don't like. No, no, no. This is very uncomfortable. Oh, fuck. Quite literally. Jesus. Well, I understood the parallels there, Buffy. Thank you.
I love you.
She doesn't understand it when it actually means something.
Nothing.
Oh my god. I do not know how to feel about that at all. Fuck. That is messed up. She's robbed that first I love you from him as well.
No man has. You were here to be my first. To let them know that I am coming.
Hope you left him alive.
I mean, if you kill him, that's not too bad.
Supposed to be on the... You're a killer.
I am not a killer. I am the Slayer. And you don't know the first thing about me.
You really care what I think?
She cares what everyone thinks.
I don't.
You're fired.
I'm not Faith.
Really?
Really.
Because the resemblance is striking.
I know, Giles. You just have to stop inching. You were inching.
Look, I know what you're
My
going
god,
to
they've
say,
captured
and-
each
and,
other so well.
You turned into a demon, and I knew it was you. I mean, can't you just look in my eyes and be all intuitive?
How did I turn into a demon?
Oh, 'cause Ethan Rain, and you have a girlfriend named Olivia, and you haven't had a
Well,
job
they
since
brought
you
that
left
back,
school,
'cause that's
which
kind of how I
is
thought he was gonna
valid
work it out.
lifestyle-wise. When I had psychic power, I heard my mom think that you were like a stevedore during sex. Do you want me to continue?
Actually, I beg you to stop.
Stevedore.
And we conjured this.
Ooh, a green light.
It's a Katra.
Hello.
It's crazy that this is how
Yes,
Faith becomes part of the team.
Actually, she's
But their assailants have vowed to kill all of them if police attempt to storm the church.
Oh my god, are you gonna help?
I'm not gonna kill these people
Why not?
because it's wrong.
It's the first time she sounded genuine.
Listen. Listen, you have to come to the area.
You have to get inside. Our families are mothers and tiny babies.
Ooh, crispy.
Got your coat.
Riley.
Oh, it's okay, miss. Get yourself out of harm's way.
Riley, it's me.
Oh boy.
Adam has shown me the way, and there is nothing.
Whoa. That was like last season. Is that consequences when Faith saved her like that? With killing Mr. Trick? Even though it was Buffy, but you know.
You're nothing. Disgusting. Murderous bitch. You're nothing.
She's saying that to her face.
Disgusting.
Oh.
You slept with her.
Oh God. Oh God.
I slept with you.
I mean, technically, she raped both of you.
Done.
She could quite literally face what she'd done. Damn. It's anything but fun, thank you very much. And just like that, I am officially halfway through Buffy, which is insane. That's kind of nuts to think that we're halfway through. But there we are. Fantastic episode, loved it. I've really enjoyed this two-parter. It's just always great having Faith back, really. And she's not dead, so that's good. I mean, she can come back again. I hope we do see her again. I don't know what capacity it would be, but I do hope she pops up again at some point, because I just really like her character a lot. But yeah, I feel like so much went on in this episode, but I didn't actually write that many notes because I was just so engrossed in it. But I think this whole kind of thing with like the body swap has kind of spoken to a big theme I've kind of seen so far this season, which has been like the true self coming out, or what you think your true self is versus what it actually is. So kind of saw a lot of that in obviously Buffy and Faith switching bodies, Giles becoming a demon, and Buffy being able to see through that. Everything, that whole mess with Oz and Veruca, and you know, are you actually the wolf? Is that more you than the human side? And stuff like that. That's kind of been a big thing this season, I think. So this is just kind of another episode that really displayed that theme very well, I think. But obviously I'll talk about that a lot more when I do the review for season 4, when I get to it, which will probably be like a month or two away, probably. So yeah, that was cool, and they kind of had that running through it. Seeing the Watchers camps again I thought was always an interesting thing, because whenever we have kind of seen them before, Buffy's been working with them, or it was obviously in Graduation Day where she kind of cut ties with them. So to see them as their own entity separate from Buffy, I think was pretty interesting. Seeing how shit they are at their jobs, basically, and what arseholes they all are. It was interesting to see them kind of continue to explore that and see how they behave, and how we see them when they're not kind of connected to obviously the main character of the show that we're following and that we love. So I thought that was very interesting, seeing them pop up. I don't know how much more they're going to do with like the council, but you know, just a reminder that they're still out there and they're still active and doing stuff. And if they're going to come back at any point, obviously it would be when Faith woke up from the coma, so that makes sense. So yeah, that was interesting. And then obviously the whole thing with the body swap, I think was such an interesting kind of idea, and I love the way they kind of explored it, in it'd be so weird to kind of talk about these scenes because it's like Buffy's body, but Faith is in them. I think both the actresses did a fantastic job, Sarah Michelle Gellar and Eliza. I think they both did an amazing job at kind of capturing the essence and the characteristics of each other. I think they did, an amazing job of that. I almost kind of wish we got to see a bit more of Eliza as Buffy. We've got a lot of focus with Sarah being Faith, and then have like these quick scenes of just Buffy being like locked up with the council. I wish we kind of got a bit more of that, but I still liked what we did get. And just seeing them get to swap roles, I thought they did a fantastic job. They really did. And yeah, just seeing or allowing Buffy to kind of get an insight into how Faith would have been treated, like when that guy spat on her. But also for Faith to experience, I think, genuine affection, and kind of how it would have been if she had kind of merged into the group in season 3. It's kind of sad in the sense that it never did pan out that way, and she still got to experience it. It's kind of like a what if. Again, through Buffy's body though. She got to experience like love from her mother, in terms of Joyce, and like that Joyce was still in the episode, and she got to be hugged by her mum, which probably hasn't happened in a long time since her mum's dead, and even then, it didn't, based on the book I read before, not the best relationship. And then she got to know what it was like to have like her friends around her, to have a boyfriend who's in love with her, and have that genuine affection that way. I mean, that seems very, very disturbing. So we'll have to see how they move forward from that, because, I think Buffy in particular was very disturbed at the end of that episode when she found out about Faith and Riley. But yeah, just getting to allow them both to see their different lives, having swapped bodies, I thought was very interesting. And that final confrontation, I wish it kind of went on a bit longer, that final fight, but I loved the kind of callback to, I think it was Consequences, when Faith kind of stabbed Mr. Trick from behind and saved Buffy's life. And it's the same bodies doing the same action, but obviously it was Buffy saving Faith in that sense. Quite literally saving her own skin, which is kind of funny. So I liked that kind of parallel and throwback in terms of that. And then when Faith, obviously in Buffy's body, was like, "You murderous bitch," and stuff like that. And she was just staring at her own face. It's kind of like that was the true self. And when they switched back, she didn't really want to admit everything she'd done, I think. She didn't want to live with those consequences, so she just ran, and fuck knows where she went. But I really liked that, because I think we saw so many instances where Faith knows what the right thing is. Because I love that bit at the start where she was like practicing saying, it's wrong, and then when she genuinely sounded like she meant it. So when she was talking to these vampires at the end, and she was going to leave, but then she went back to like help stop these vampires, save those people, because it's that Slayer instinct kicks in. And I do think she's in her own way, she is a very good Slayer, a very twisted way, granted, but so she's capable of knowing the right thing and knowing what she has to do and knowing her duty, and she does have a kind of moral compass in there. But I think she's so used to people kind of hating her, and it's just so much easier, I think, sometimes to be the bad guy and to be hated and to be what people think you are, as opposed to just trying to change your ways and like repent and make amends for what you've done. She just kind of took the easy way out, I think, and just allowed herself to continue being the villain and continue pushing people away, because if people get close, they can hurt you. And I think Faith is terrified of affection, as we saw with that discomfort when Joyce hugged her, and then the whole thing with Riley as well, when he said he loved her. That's when she really started freaking out. She was more than happy to kind of use him until that moment where it became real and intimate, and she was terrified of that. So I think, yeah, she's capable, I think, of being good and having that kind of redemption inside her, but it's always just easier to be what people think you are and be the bad guy. And I love that about how complex a character is. It's really cool. I don't know if she'll ever kind of change that, or change her ways, but that inner struggle, I think was very interesting to see. So yeah, the way they kind of use this body swap idea to explore those kind of themes and character developments, I think was fantastic. I think they did a brilliant job kind of exploring everything they could possibly explore with the characters swapping bodies. So I love that a lot. And the callback to Giles becoming a demon, where Buffy proved who she really was to him. I liked that a lot. Then we saw Spike very briefly. That was kind of weird, seeing Faith kind of taunt him and play with him in that sense, and work out who he was when he like, said his name was Spike and stuff. So that was a very interesting kind of brief interaction, given where I know kind of where things go. Maybe that kick-starts the attraction, who knows. But yeah, that was cool, seeing him very briefly pop up. And Adam, he showed his face in this one. He kind of recruited some people to his cause, and he seems to be very good at allowing people to see the light in terms of like his mission. Who, you know, he convinces vampires very easily, so he clearly has some kind of skill in that kind of department. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see where they continue to take Adam. So he's been used very sparingly in this two-parter, because obviously a lot of it was about Faith, but it was cool that kind of he had a presence in the last episode, then he actually appeared in this one, and that threat is still being explored, so that's cool to see where they go with that. And then Riley as well, that's messed up, you know. He consented to have sex with Buffy, but it wasn't Buffy, so, you know, Faith kind of raped him, and also in a very twisted way raped Buffy, because she didn't know what was going on. She didn't know how her body was being used, which is very, very fucking disturbing. Yeah, I mean, I think I can understand a lot of Faith actions in some sense, but that, I think, was just so incredibly wrong, and very, very disturbing to watch. And it will be quite something to see how Buffy and Riley kind of deal with that kind of revelation, and if it's going to affect them in some way, because I imagine it would. So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, that whole thing was quite disturbing, but, you know, Riley wasn't interested in, like, playing or fooling around. He just wanted to be intimate with the girl he loves. And I find that very endearing about him. I know I seem to like him a lot more than most. But yeah, I like that quite a bit. So yes, there was that. I suppose the only other thing to talk about, I mean, Xander and Anya were in it very briefly at the start, but I don't think they really showed up for the rest of the episode after that. But they were there, they were cool. Willow and Tara, I think, is a big thing to talk about. Man, I really liked Tara in this. I'm glad, technically, she kind of got to meet everyone in this episode. Maybe she'll be more integrated into that group now. But I love that the one person who'd never actually met Buffy in person was the first one to work out that she wasn't her. Almost just because, clearly, of like her witch abilities and stuff. She got that sense, which is really cool, because that would show something that she knew she could bring to the group. If she does join the Scoobies, which I imagine she will. Then also, you know, stuff she must have heard about Buffy from Willow. She just knew straight away that wasn't Buffy. I really liked that. I thought that was really a cool thing to do, and that the outsider who doesn't know Buffy very well, outside of like stories, was the one to work out it wasn't her. And the whole thing with them doing the spell, I think we all know what the metaphor for that was, considering the scenes with Faith and Riley were kind of cut between it. Yeah, clearly there's a thing with Willow and Tara. Clearly, oh yes, Willow's got a new friend. Witch friend? No. Bit more than a witch friend, I would say. And like when Tara's like, I'm yours, I had a little bit of a heart pang, I won't lie. I do like Tara. I think she's very, very sweet. Very adorable, a big mood. She clearly adores Willow, like when she was like walking off to get drinks and Tara was kind of staring at her, and Faith even picked up on something going on with that. And the mention of Oz did kill me though. But they clearly are exploring a relationship with Willow and Tara. I think there are clearly some feelings they're developing. Certainly on Tara's side, but I think Willow's kind of feeling the same way. And there is kind of that intimacy there, as we kind of showed in that spell scene. So we'll see where they go with that. Obviously, like, Willow and Oz. We know how I feel about Willow and Oz. I don't think any future relationship Willow may have, or may not have, is ever going to top that. I'm going to be honest and frank. I may be surprised. But the sheer love I have for that pairing will never die. Even if Oz is gone. But, you know, at the end of the day, I want Willow to be happy. And if she's going to be happy with Tara, then I'm all for them exploring this relationship, if that's where they're going. And I'm pretty sure they are. So, I am excited to see where they go with that. But yeah, I think that's everything I have to say about this episode. Really great conclusion to like this 2-part arc. I loved having Faith back and them exploring everything with her. I got some great character moments there, and yeah, she came, she fucked shit up, and she fucked off. So, damn, she certainly did come back with a bang. She didn't go out with a bang, she didn't die. So hopefully the mayor was wrong about that whole thing with her days being numbered, but we'll have to wait and see. Maybe she'll come back and like kick Adam's ass. That'd be great. But yeah, I really enjoyed this arc quite a bit, despite the disturbing elements of it with like Riley and stuff. Yeah, but seeing Adam was cool, and all the different character moments we were getting and the development there, and the exploration of who Buffy and Faith are, even when they're not themselves, I think was really cool. And yeah, we're halfway through the show, which is kind of crazy. Obviously we're not halfway through the Buffyverse, because I've still got Angel to account for, but yeah, that is that. Kind of nuts. Damn. And since we are at the halfway mark, I think there will be like a few sort of changes going forward in terms of my interaction with like the comments and shit, because I have got like a lot of warnings in advance from like after show reactions. Kind of warned me that almost like season 5 onwards she really started getting a lot of spoilers. So yeah, I think that has started to happen a bit. People thinking they're being really clever in the comments, but you know, I am aware of like some future episode titles, so they're not always particularly clever in that sense. And you know, I thought Anya was like a one-off character, but then I very quickly got spoiled that wasn't going to be the case. And yeah, I got spoiled during season 1 what Angel's real name was, so that wasn't a surprise to me when I watched that Angel episode. But yeah, so basically I really do like reading all the comments and interacting with you guys in that sense and seeing what you think of the episode and stuff, but I'm not going to be doing that as often going forward. So I'll still be checking them now and again, and I would prefer it if you don't post like spoilers, obviously. Even like hints of what's to come. Maybe you can say, I enjoy this next episode, whatever, but don't say like, oh, why I'd enjoy it, or just try your best and maybe like stick to everything up to and including the episode I just posted, and let's not discuss too much until we actually get there, because as I'm getting into the second half of the show and you know, as things start to wrap up, I really don't want to be spoiled about stuff at the end of the show. You know, obviously I've been spoiled about a few things in episodes gone by, but I'm not too worried about getting spoiled and stuff in like the early seasons of the show compared to like the last few, and I really want to finish the show kind of unspoiled. So yeah, just triple check comments is all I would say, but I won't be checking them as often as I used to, because I just want to provide the best experience for you guys as well as myself. So yeah, there's that. And the whole thing with like the watching order I'm watching as well, A few people are like, oh, watch Angel now. Watch Angel after this two-parter. Which kind of gives me an idea of what could happen in Angel. And I think people don't really realise that when they complain. Because do I really need to watch Angel next? Probably not. Because if I was watching this live as the episodes were airing, I wouldn't have watched Angel next after this anyway. So, yeah, just be wary of that as well, because even talking about the watch guide, I think, can be spoilers. So yeah, that's basically all I wanted to say. But fantastic episode, I love this so much. And I can't wait to see where they go with the rest of this season, because we have, what, like 6 episodes left, which is insane. But yeah, very excited to see what's going to happen as we continue with the season. And I will be doing that now, because the next Buffyverse reaction will be Buffy episode 17. So, yes. Whew. I'm getting very excited to see how they're going to wrap up the season. I really have no idea where they're going to go with it, which is very exciting. And, yeah. So, I'm not going to be quite as prevalent and stuff in the comments going forward, but I will be checking every now and again. So, just be wary, basically. Yeah. Thank you, everyone, for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my reaction to this two-parter. I know a lot of people have been quite excited for it. Now I know why. So yeah, I am very excited for the future of Buffyverse, and I hope you are too. Yeah, great episode. Loved it. I'm actually really enjoying this season. I think it is kind of splits the fandom a bit from what I've heard, but I've enjoyed it overall quite a bit. I mean, I'm never going to be losing Oz, but have to move forward, I guess. So yeah, Oz and Doyle in a few weeks, man, that was not cool. Fuck. Anyway, I'm never getting over that. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this reaction, and I hope you look forward to the future. So yeah, until my next reaction, thanks for watching.